have you ever like, you know, gone to a restaurant before and the first time you got to this restaurant, you were excited, right? It was slapped. It was like 10 out of 10. You were like, wow, the food was great. This was great. Overall, super, super good, right? And then you go there the second time, you're hyped even more. Like, you're like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to eat at this restaurant. And then it turns out being the complete opposite. Like the restaurant's trash, the food is trash, the waiter's trash. Another example I could give is: have you ever gone out with a girl, super hot girl, bomb girlfriend, nice looking body, and you end up taking her home, and in your mind you're like, this is gonna be awesome, and the experience wasn't great at all. She was like amateur hour. You were falling asleep. I'm not going into detail, but you know what I could say. You were hyped. You were excited for this moment, right? And it turned out to be a disaster. You're like, what? So, that's what I would kind of give a simile for of season 9. Now we all know the start of season 9 was terrible. Bro, the first 6 hours, you couldn't play Valk. The first 7 hours, you couldn't even play the game. First 3 hours, you couldn't even load into the games. Servers were dead. Servers were gone. The servers were gone out the window. They were in space. Man, I don't know who was in Respawn just, poking, boom, 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 boom. Like, who was touched? How does this even happen? You're a big company. You show off, hey, we made $1 billion. Why are there server issues, EA? What is going on here? So that was a big thing, right? That ruined the experience, right? Because I know a lot of people woke up, everyone was early. I was on 4 hours of sleep because the night before I was just playing. I was having fun playing. I was like, oh shoot, the season starts 4 hours. I'm gonna take a quick nap, wake up and grind again. Turns out I was just wait for another 3 hours just waiting for the loading screen. It was just it was a mess. I actually had to tell my teacher an excuse too. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for this week, so I won't be able to do none of the homework. And my history teacher said, oh, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going to Olympus. She said, what? I was like, yeah, you don't know that city? It's in, out a foreign city. I just said a foreign country. I just, I don't know. I said something random. And she said, oh, well, what's going on over there? I was like, well, you see, there's a virus going on over there. There's a mad scientist who shoots gas at you. There's some evil robots out there. I'm gonna go take care of it. She said, what? I was like, yeah. What am I gonna tell her? I'm gonna go play Apex Legends for 8 hours a day? No. Come on, what? No, come on. I wouldn't get an excuse for homework that way, so that's what I had to do. But let's talk about season 9. Let's break it down layer by layer. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So, season 9. The start of season 9, the first day of season 9 was complete trash, right? When we were able to get back into our accounts, everything was wiped. I had no heirloom, no skins. I had my badges and that's it. No skins, nothing. My guns, weapons were stripped. Everything was gone. I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, I got robbed. I got robbed, straight up robbed. Not only do I get robbed from paying for these overpriced skins, they took it all away from me. They took it all away. I said, what? How are you gonna do that to me, Respawn? I eventually got the skins back though, but I was playing for 2 hours straight without none of my in-game cosmetics, which was super annoying, Plus the servers were complete trash. The third day out here, they're still trash. I'm loading into Apex Legends. The loading screen says no server found. I'm like, how? I was just in a game 2 hours ago. What do you mean the servers are down again? So the servers aren't that great. But let's talk about the Legends in Season 9. I feel like Season 9 is that one season where all the Legends are basically, no Legend is super, super overpowered. Valk, let's talk about Valk. Because Valkyrie isn't some OP Legend like Horizon or Wraith or Gibby when they were in meta. Valk is kind of mid-tier. Valk is another Bloodhound. You don't need a Valkyrie, but having a Valkyrie is beneficial. It's nice. It's easy to rotate. You don't play an aggressive Valk at all. I would 100%, if I'm doing the tips and tricks video on Valkyrie, I would not say play her aggressive because her animations, she has too many animations. The ult just takes way too long, so she's not a super run and gun type legend. She's not like a Wraith or a pre-nerf Horizon or a Gibby or a Pathfinder when he was super good. She's more of a let's rotate type of deal. I could scan the area, I could scan the beacons. Overall, super cool kit, but not an overpowered legend, which is good. I'm glad because none of the legends in Season 9 are super overpowered. There's not one legend that stands out where people are oh, before. Now let's talk about the weapons. All the weapons I feel like in season 9 are pretty good. Like there's no weapon that's like super bad. You're like the P2020 maybe. Mozambique slaps now kinda. Mozambique with 6 shots is actually pretty bonkers. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like the Mozambique, if I'm off drop landing on it, I'm not mad. You know, I hit somebody for 45 up close. You know, maybe like 55, something like that. Overall, I could win my 1v1 probably with that gun. I'm not mad about it. You know. But like the P2020, I don't know. The fire rate's just way too slow for that. But there is one weapon that got nerfed. Hold on, let me open up the patch notes. Yeah, okay. So apparently the Spitfire got nerfed. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The Spitfire is probably more broken now than it is last season. We know last season everyone was like, "Oh, the Spitfire meta, the Spitfire meta." Now, you know, in the patch notes they said they nerfed the Spitfire, but there's no recoil on the Spitfire now. There is no. I was using it today. No recoil. No recoil. I was looking in the patch notes. I said, "Where is the recoil? Where is the nerf?" There is. No, I don't know why no one's using the Spitfire too. Maybe because I can't find Spitfires on the map no more. I found like 2, you know, on the whole map. Maybe they just reduce, you know, the ability to get a Spitfire on the floor. I don't know. They didn't say that in the patch notes, but I do know the Spitfire has like no recoil now. So, you know, keep that a secret though. Do not let your friends know. Do not let anyone know. Just keep that a secret between me and you. The Spitfire has no recoil. It slaps. It's still really good. I don't know why no one's using it. Probably because it's kind of toxic and like annoying. But overall, if you want easy kills, use the Spitfire. It has no recoil. Not the Hemlock. The Havoc though has no recoil too as well. The Havoc just beams too. Havoc, Spitfire, better. I'm calling it right now. In a couple weeks, everyone's going to be running those guns, and it's just going to be like, everyone's going to be complaining about that. I already got people complaining on Twitter, talking about the bow. The bow is OP? What? First off, I feel like the bow is in a pretty good state. You know, you have to hit your shots to do damage, and when you do damage, you get rewarded, right? You get a nice little 70 damage, 100 damage, if it's a headshot. You know? So it's not super overpowered. But people are like complaining, "Oh, why does the bow and arrow have no sound? You know, I can't hear the bow and arrow. I don't know where it's coming from." Bro, it's a bow and arrow. What do you want it to sound like, a gunshot? The bow and arrow, what? You think Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games was out here like bang bang? No, she was like, whoosh, you know, like, whoosh, you know, like, it wasn't like, it's not, a bow and arrow is not supposed to be loud. Like, were you guys expecting this weapon to be like super loud, like a grenade? I don't know. I hear like constantly online people are complaining, "Oh, the bow has no sound." Like, bro, come on, man. What else about season 9? Overall, arenas slaps. Arenas is so much fun. It's so sweaty though. After a couple games, you were just facing nothing but Preds. Whole 3-stat teams. Do not play this solo unless you're like a crapped out, you know, TSM Imperial Hell. Like, just I don't know. After 10 games, we lost. Me and my team. It's just we're going against 3 sets, 3-10 Preds. I'm going against dudes that have like 70, 80,000 kills on one character, bro. On one character. Arenas is beyond sweaty, but it is really addicting. It's super fun. I'm not gonna lie, because there's no third parties, so you have to win your 1v1s, or you know you basically lose the game. It's no like, "Oh, we're gonna like, you know, third party. Let's third party for KP, for RP." You know, or to get kills, to kill grind. You know, you just have to win your 1v1. It's more, you know, you have to play more safe. If someone on your team goes down, that's huge, right? That's huge. The next thing I wanted to talk about was ranked. Ranked, I feel like definitely needs a change. It needs more of a reward. A better rewarding system for winning a game. I feel like it's slacking on it, but World's Edge is back. So we can't be mad about that, right? World's Edge. I'm so happy World's Edge is back. I missed it so much last season. I almost like went crazy. Because you play Kings Canyon and then you play World's Edge and you're like, gosh, like this is the best map for BR. Like in BR history, World's Edge is probably the best map. 100%. If I'm going to keep it real with y'all, it's probably the best map. Like, so, what have we talked about? All the legends are pretty much balanced right now. I agree, as a Horizon main, the Horizon nerf, it didn't make her, like, terrible, but she's more, like, of an average legend right now. She's not, like, an OP character no more, which, alright, made sense. I'm gonna still own y'all. Loba is super fun to play. I guarantee you, You will have so much fun playing Loba. Her bracelet works all the time now, most likely. Her ult is super really good, and then off drop, her passive is just incredible. So I would definitely check out playing Loba. Fuse, I've heard couple people play Fuse. Lifeline is in meta right now for ranked as well for some crazy reason. Everyone's like using a Lifeline on their team right now, so that's super cool. Some Lifeline love, you know. And we all thought Lifeline was just going to get nerfed to the ground. No one would be playing Lifeline, but everyone's playing Lifeline now. Lifeline slaps in arenas, and in ranked, she's on like pred teams already. So, you know, that's super cool. Also, Lifeline has like the smallest hitbox now too as well because she has no more low profile and the smallest hitbox because Rafe got that hitbox like nerf, I guess you would call it. So that's super cool. Lifeline mains in the chat. Let me know in the description or in the comment section down below your thoughts, opinions on that. How you guys have the smallest hitbox now. That's pretty cool. Overall, pretty cool. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a fun legend. Not too overpowered. Not too underpowered. Overall, I feel like she might get a small little buff, but other than that, she's pretty good. Like, she's pretty good. You don't really need to change much to Valk. Pretty solid legend, but not, once again, not an OP legend. Cossack, don't really see a lot of Cossacks unless you play World's Edge, so that's super cool. Watson needs a buff, I would say. Definitely Watson needs a buff. Hopefully they do some more map changes to Olympus next season, because they only changed like one POI. And I was expecting a little bit more, not gonna lie. But overall, let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions in the comment section down below about this season. And overall, I feel like the season is just gonna be great. We're gonna have a bunch of events. We have a bunch of cosmetic, Rev, heirloom coming out. We also have maybe a Rampart heirloom, if not next season. So stay tuned for that. I love you all. You know, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and comment down below your thoughts, opinions about this season. What's your favorite thing in this season so far? Goodbye.